Let's talk about the LeBron James injury update. Right before tip-off, LeBron James had an injury, a left knee injury. It was soreness. He did not play, and everybody was stunned. What happened? Because it didn't seem like LeBron James was hurt in the game. Was it just a rest day? What's going on? That's what I've been getting for 5 hours, and since no one cares about the game, we're going to dwell on this and get this addressed first. Then we'll get to the bigger situation, about the game and what happened during the game. We'll do it that way, since that's what y'all want to see. AD came back and did his thing, just had a whopping 8 points that night. But let's talk about what he did tonight. Tonight he came up big for himself, but he showed a lot of heart coming back after that wrist injury. But that's neither here nor there. Hit the like button, good people, because we're getting ready to get into it, get into the sauce. Let's get into the sauce. Let's get into the sauce. Now, what that means is we got a situation on our hands. LeBron James is injured, and it's a legitimate injury. For the first time, LeBron has a legitimate injury that the Lakers ain't trying to water down. They're worried because he has soreness in his left knee. And when he complained about it before a shoot around today, it was nagging. And he was just like, I don't know if we should chance this. And the Lakers shut it down. The Lakers shut him down, and they're going to monitor LeBron day by day to find out what's going on with that knee. That left knee has been problematic for him, as his takeoff leg. And he can still play. It's just that he's going to have to deal with that soreness that comes along with age and arthritis and everything else. But when he came down for the dunk, and what really got him in trouble is when he had those two very high energy plays. He had 2 steals back to back, so he basically had 2 sprints up and down the court. And then when he dunked the ball the last time, he injured himself. Watch LeBron. Boom. There he goes. First sprint. Boom. Everything's fine. Then, so he sprints all the way back. And here it is again. He takes off again. Boom. He lands. Comes down on that leg. Let's see it, good folks. Here we go. See? He came down, put all his weight down on his left knee. Look, his adrenaline's pumping. Watch when he goes to jump and hit AD. When he comes down, he almost falls down completely because that left knee support is basically gone. Boom. Look, he almost falls all the way down. And he buckles a little bit. And while it's adrenaline rushing, he doesn't really feel the pain. As the team celebrates LeBron's big dunk, everyone is ecstatic. But now you got to worry about the actual condition of a 37-year-old player who's in the twilight of his career. This is it. This is no way out for LeBron. This is the best he's ever going to be. This is the realest he's ever going to get. So, all I could tell you is this is it. Down the stretch of a long season with LeBron playing these heavy minutes, this is what we've been trying to tell you and prepare you for All you Laker fans who think this is a video game and LeBron is supernatural and he can do all this. Well, what happens when the grind gets too much? And there's no way out of it. You're looking at that grim reality right now, staring you right in the face. LeBron James is what I thought he was. Now, you would have to watch this game tonight to see where the problems were as far as why the team lost tonight. Oh, there's a lot of reasons why they lost tonight. Anthony Davis wasn't one of them. But I'll tell you one thing. This team lacks in distribution. They lack in stats and categories that they need to. Assists. The Lakers do not assist the ball very well. They just don't. They never was somebody who assists the ball very well. After a year, somebody finally sent me a friend's notification. I mean, the Lakers were atrociously shooting the ball. They shot 40% as the team. Defensively, they failed again. The more efficient plays were ran by Philly. They shot 50% from the field, but the shooting was atrocious. That's what killed them. Taking and missing three-point shots. They shot like 20% from three. But we'll talk about that at a later date. We'll talk about that probably tomorrow or something. We'll get into the game. But let's talk about LeBron's injury. Because that's what you guys wanted to hear the most of. Going off of all your comments to me. Yo, what's up with LeBron? Cino, LeBron hurt. Cino, LeBron. I know, I lost my bet. My bet got voided because he wasn't in it. So if he ain't in it, there's no bet. Now, there are many people and many reasons why something happened, right? People go, hey, well, this such and such didn't happen because of this, and such didn't happen because of that. Well, I'm a firm believer in certain things not happening because they're supposed to happen and they don't. I'm another believer in that. And I'm also a believer in what goes around, comes around, goes around, and all that stuff. And LeBron's been taking a lot of shortcuts on defense to try to prolong his playing career and actually prolong his stats while he tried to chase Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and trying to score all these points as fast as he can. He's burning the candle at both ends. So when does it become more about what he's doing on the court and less about winning games? I thought it was about winning games. But according to LeBron, it's more like winning games is somebody else on the team's problem and not his. That's the way it appears. Now, it might not be that way, but that's the way it's looking. And once you give people that appearance of this is how we think it's going to look, or the way it should go, you've already set yourself up for disaster. Seriously, you have. everyone in the free world knows me for one thing about LeBron. I'm going to just tell you the truth. LeBron's injury is his own doing. The Lakers decided to slow him down because they said, nah, don't even give it a go because we don't want it to turn into something else. And they're right to do so. 100% right to do so. Now, Toya, who I found to be a credible source, said that LeBron was grimacing after the game. That there was a grimace. There was a not so smooth LeBron leaving the Brooklyn game. Now, I sat there and I watched it and I said, that's interesting. Because to me, I never saw any of that when I saw the post game. He didn't look too warm for wear. But it's just soreness, people. They're going to do an MRI on his knee to make sure everything is everything. But right now, he's just managing soreness because he came down awkwardly on his knee. Now, it might be something that stayed with him because it's his takeoff leg. So he's going to be day-to-day with it. I expect him to play the next game, or he might just sit back and rest. Either or. It is what it is. Let me get my Tyrone Biggums on. I got some errands to run, and I don't think I'ma quite make the bank. So that's where we at, fam. So I'ma holler at y'all good people and shut it down. LeBron lose chips all the time, B. But right now, if I get any more information, I'll give it to you when we get it. But that's all I got right now. Tasha told me he grimaced a little bit during the game after the press conference. So I rolled with that. She was at the game, so she would know. But I ain't gonna tell nobody. She really a Knicks fan. She doing at the Brooklyn game, rolling with the Nets, and you a Knicks fan. You think I didn't know? Trying to cover both bases. I see you. I ain't gonna tell nobody. Hit the like button. I'm out. Deuces.